My name is Merrill CEO of Mark Research. I'm a 35-year veteran of the research and insights community and the host of our podcast, On the Mark. Welcome to another Merrillism segment. Today's Merrillism is, wait for it, longevity doesn't mean partnership. I still remember when I started at Mark Research 17 years ago. One of the reasons I know it is because 3 weeks earlier, my beloved Boston Red Sox actually won the World Series for the first time in a very long time. Well, I arrive at Mark Research. I'm getting to know the team. I'm getting to know the clients. I'm getting to know our strategy. I'm getting to know our systems. And I started to focus on the clients and really started to zero in on the largest clients. I started asking some questions. Questions like, how big is our client's total budget? What percentage of their budget do we have? Have their budgets grown in the past few years? Do they anticipate them to grow next year? The answers I got back wasn't really answers. It was more like something that was very, very thin, almost spinning it. And it went like a little bit like this. I'm not sure, Merrill, but they're a great partner of ours. And I heard the same exact line a number of times. Perhaps you as a listener have heard that as well from some of your team members. At this point, I probably did what you did. I asked more questions. Well, do we do qualitative research in addition to quant? No. Do we have multiple contacts at this client? No. Do we co-present with them at a conference? No. Have we ever written an article together and gotten that published? No. Are we dealing with different departments or different brands? No. Are we invited to partner meetings? No. Are we included in vendor segments? No. Every question that I asked ended with a no. But the interesting thing was, it not only ended with a no, the no would get a little less loud every single time. At the end of my questions, I made a statement. I said, longevity doesn't mean partnership. So really, they're a big client of ours that we've had for 20 years. Yes, Merrill, that's what it is. I said, okay. It's great to have clients for 15, 20, 30 years, but we need in turn to make them a partner. I said we need to work hard, strategically, creatively to change that, because if not, eventually the contact will leave or their methodology will change and will be out on the street and they'll end up being an inactive client. Being pigeonholed with a client can and does happen. You work with a certain brand, you have a few different contacts. Maybe they know you as a segmentation company. They love your moderators and they just do qualitative but no quant. And all of us, we need to guard against that. And remember, longevity doesn't mean partnership. We have all learned that painful lesson, but have we done something about it? So close your eyes and think about that. Thanks for listening to the On the Mark podcast. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and if you agree with today's Merrillism. Longevity doesn't mean partnership. Be safe, stay healthy, have a great day, and thanks for listening to the On the Mark podcast.